Hi everyone, Ricky here from Tech Talk. Thank you very much for joining us. Today we have a new phone unboxing and thank you to Vodafone for sending this out. So today we are taking a look at the new Vodafone Smart Platinum 7. So this is their new Smart 7 series and there's going to be some new phones coming through as well throughout the month. So this is the Platinum version and let's have a look at this. So today we're going to do an unboxing, setup and our initial thoughts for this device. So on the front here, we've just got the name, you've got the outline of the device, you've got an embossed logo here for Vodafone. So they're turning down their branding a little bit, but still just reminding you who it's from. So on the left hand side here, you're going to see the website link there, and the link will be in the description. On top, we just see again the name of the device here. On the right hand side, you'll just see the outline of the device again. And on the bottom, you'll just see a bit of product and retail information. So on the back, this is where we get to see some of them key specs, and like I said, there's going to be loads of tests coming for this device, so please make sure you subscribe to the channel for all them videos. Any videos you'd like to see as well, please let me know. Going to be some comparison videos, some speed test videos, camera test videos, and of course the good old-fashioned final review as well, coming up very shortly. So onto these specs. First of all, it is running Android 6.0, which is of course Marshmallow. The screen is a 5.5 WQHD display and it's an AMOLED display there. The camera is a 16 megapixel rear facing camera and an 8 megapixel front facing camera. There you go for them selfies. The battery is 3000 milliamp hours, so you're going to get a good all day battery or 2 days battery out of this, all depends on your usage. Power wise, this phone is really packing a punch with an octa-core processor. Having 8 cores in it will make your performance and using your device very quick and very nice and easy to use. The network, Vodafone have introduced 4G Plus here, and with this in the right areas, or if your area can take it, you will actually receive speeds of 300 megabits per second. Thickness of the device is another key thing for Vodafone here, and they've put on the back here it's only 6.9 millimeters thick there, so it's a really nice thin device. Storage wise, you're going to get 32 gigabytes of onboard storage and then an SD card as well, which is available. You have a fingerprint sensor on this device and it's on the rear as well of the phone, which I'll show you when we get into the actual unboxing. And you have a quick charge 3.0. Also listed under here is just what you'll get in the box, but we're going to have a look now what we actually get. Right, so getting into our unboxing here, we're just going to lift the lid, set this to the side. So our first thing we see, as always, is the device. So let's just tilt this out carefully. I'm going to sit that there and we'll have a look at that in a little bit more detail in a second. So underneath you have some paperwork. So in here you got your get started guide and safety and warranty information there. And underneath you have a little box. So inside here you're going to find some ear tips, your headphones, plug. You will get a 3-pin plug for the UK. And your charging lead and syncing lead as well is also in there. So we have our device here, we've got our device out. My first initial thoughts is it's very different for a Vodafone device. It looks very sleek, very stylish, very slender as well. So you just have a little tab up here to peel the front device one off. Turn it around to the back. So you see as well there, it's got a nice shiny gloss finish, which is really nice. So on the back here you do have a Vodafone logo, you've got your 16 megapixel camera and this is your fingerprint sensor. Turning around to the front, a very nice, very stylish designed phone. Very sleek, very modern looking. Reminds me very much of the S7. It does have an iPhone look about it as well, but I think it actually looks nicer than the iPhone. Let me know what your first initial thoughts are at seeing this and what you think as well. So on the side here we do have our power button and volume rockers. So we're just going to give that power button a little press and then we'll get up into the setup of this device. Like I said, anything you'd like to know about these devices, I'll always try and reply to my comments, as it's great to hear from you guys, because without you lot watching my videos, subscribing to the channel, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. And a massive thank you to all of you that do. So we're into our setup here and our first one is welcome. So we're going to hit next. Next it's going to ask you to select your Wi-Fi, so ours is this Sky one here, and you're going to put in your password here. Then you're going to hit connect. Just checking connection now, checking for any software updates. So if you had another device, you're moving from an older Android or iPhone, this is where you'd sync over all your data that you wanted to on your new device. I'm going to say no thank you and then carry on. So next is add a Google account. So you'd add your Google account to use the Play Store, and this is where you download applications, movies, TV shows, and all your music. If you do not have one, you can actually make one as well. There's processes in here to make one. So I'm going to say skip and skip again. So in this section, you would name your device if you want to. So you'd find it on Bluetooth and know where it is. So you'd set up email here if you want to. So I'm going to put just not now. So you can protect your phone with a PIN pattern password or the fingerprint sensor. Because it's staying indoors all the time, I'm just saying not at the moment, but I will be testing it out. So Google services and agreements, terms and conditions that you have to agree to here. So app permissions as well. Experience improvements as well here, that's ticked and agreed to. Helpful tips as well if we need helpful tips with this. Just actually going to toggle that off at the moment. I've used so many different Android devices, I know what I'm doing. So of course you have the Vodafone overlay on these devices, but they don't actually slow the devices down. It doesn't have any issues. So here we can choose to add the different Vodafone applications. So you've got like My Vodafone, Wallet, Messages, and other key applications from Vodafone. So you can either tick these or not tick these, it's up to you. We're going to hit next. And then what it's going to do is just install these applications. And there we go, we can go into our home screen there as it's downloading them applications. And it does look really nice. I do like the feel of this straight away. Very impressed with the Vodafone Smart series. I had their 3rd generation or 4th generation one when I first started on YouTube, and looking at how far they've moved now and improved, it is really impressive. Please let me know what you'd like to see, any information that you'd need about this device, and loads of tests coming. Thanks always for watching. So this has been the unboxing, setup and initial thoughts of the Vodafone Smart Platinum 7. Thank you always for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.